then Merit will do the final.
Thank you all. It's been a great day. It's been a great event. I'm kind of emotional today. I just took a walk into the SIPA building, went to the Picker Center, talked to Adam about you, about your classes, and how you should connect a little more about. So it's been a great day, and it's very, very good to be back. And I thank you all for the thoughtful welcome, the warm welcome I had from you guys. And it was a great event, but especially because it gave us more elements to continue building our national plan on IoT. We came today not to present something that's already done. We came today to show our perspectives and to collect what people could aggregate and to prospect possibilities of partnerships. And for that, I believe that it was a successful meeting. Before wrapping up, I'd like to say just a few things. We are Dean Merit, and I would like to you to have in mind, and both professors, Marcos and Ronaldo, we are open for SIPA students that want to have a summer internship with us. And speaking Portuguese is not mandatory because the main objective would be produce knowledge both in our national IoT plan and our national strategy for digital transformation. And we are ready to launch. By the end of April, we are going to do some big announcements in a public manner in Brazil. So right now we are just talking in advance. I believe that Rivera already talked about the BNDES initiatives on IoT. They are going to fund, for now, 20 millions, but Rivera has pledged to make it go to 40 millions because Rivera is that kind of guy that he can do that, to finance pilot projects on IoT. And FINEP has pledged to provide funding on the order of 1.5 billion reais, subsidized in a 6.5% interest year to help develop IoT platforms, IoT devices in healthcare, agriculture, smart cities, and in the industries. Also, they've pledged to make with us a program, the FINEP startup, with 100 million reais that could be convertible in equities. Mm-hmm. So it's also for startups focused on IoT, and there's an importance to that. For all that was being said here, we want to give one step further on public policies. And I truly believe that all that could be achieved within a healthcare ministry, they already achieved. There's no gap to capture any more gain on their action. I believe that the next step will be using technology. So we have to identify the stakeholders. What are the players that would be interested to extend the life expectancy in Brazil, keeping people alive for more time and healthier for a lot of more time. And I believe that the same thing will happen on security, education. There will be, back in the day, people used to say there won't be any company that won't be a tech company. Yeah. And I believe that there will be no public policy that won't be a tech policy. And I truly believe in that. That's the main reason that I'm always advocating towards a soft touch regulation. Mm-hmm. I believe that in one point, people will have not only, we are always talking about why social media platforms could use their data and governments cannot, why telcos couldn't use the data when social media can. Well, the thing is, regarding social media and other free of charge platforms, we are not customers, we are the product. So there's this silent agreement where we provide our data and we get services in exchange of it. And I believe that that kind of relationship will go to the offline world. I believe that I was talking about Viasat that's just signed a contract to put internet in 22,000 public schools in Brazil with Telebras. They will have the sunk cost of the infrastructure to irradiate internet access. So, and the cost of the use of infrastructure for voice is getting lower and lower and lower. So it's not something crazy to think about that in some time someone can just give you a phone and you have unlimited data, unlimited voice, and all you should provide is your data. And I know there's a trade-off with privacy, but if we now go towards a stricter regulation, we will end up harming poor people. So we cannot make now a barrier that will restrict low-income people to use their data to get a better life. So I believe that's a way that I'm always teasing the federal government to think about it. And the insights we had here has been very helpful. I learned new concepts that I didn't have in mind, the difference of cybersecurity and cyber safety. So I believe it was good, and it will aggregate on our plans. And I hope that in the near future, I will be back here to show you our MVP and our most viable product on the IoT policy. And I hope that it could be some kind of guideline to other countries. Thank you all for helping me design a better policy.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I just want to thank everyone for your participation. I particularly want to thank Ronaldo for organizing this exceptional workshop. I've learned so much today. You know, I have to warn you, Thiago, that first of all, we're enormously proud of you that you're in this role and that you are doing it with such an open mind. I remember when Deng Xiaoping was asked if he would allow more Chinese to emigrate, he said, well, how many would you like? And I'm thinking that perhaps your invitation to SIPA students might have some of that quality. I'm sure we'll find many who are deeply interested in, and I would be very much welcoming the chance to canvass that concept with our students and see if there is interest and capability to be helpful to you. So thank you so much for that. Ronaldo has brought together an exceptionally interesting and talented group of people who've come from Brazil, many, as well as our own faculty, to come together, who don't always come together, even our own faculty. And so, and I'm particularly pleased that we had this chance to talk about the plan at the beginning of its life, you know, after it's been thought through, but at the beginning of its life. And that it's, what I learned today, that it's comprehensive, but it's also flexible, and that it's operating in an environment where policymakers are very mindful of the fact that things are changing very quickly, and if you land too quickly on a formulation, you can have adverse effects for the poor. You can create rigidities that you can have difficulty overcoming. You can put governments in gridlock with each other, different ministries, and you know, that what other countries are advocating may be good for them, from their own historical and experiential context, but may or may not be good for Brazil. And so I think that kind of, even when you're incentivized to think about moving to a GDPR or something else that is imposing externalities on you already, and you share some of the same concerns, which we all share about privacy and security. So each country must come up with their own formulation looking, you know, and so I appreciate that you're doing all of that. in such a thoughtful way. We had a fascinating discussion about China, which I also appreciated. And I think, in a way, I walked in with the expectation that they were thinking about productivity effects, but not thinking about a comprehensive model. And in fact, they've just been extremely careful not to overregulate in some ways, even as they have been actually collecting all the data and making it available to the state, for other purposes. So, there's tremendous dynamism in that economy that's revealing itself, and I think the same is going to be and proving itself to be true in Brazil. So it was a privilege for us to be a venue for this discussion. I hope we can build on it, and I thank Thomas again for organizing, and particularly Ronaldo and our distinguished guests who've come so far to participate with our own faculty. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dean Meredith, no, it's been great. I'd like to give you my card.
Thank you. You have mine as well.
I just talked to Adam at the Picker Center.
Yeah.
We'd love to collaborate with the case they already have.
Yeah,
And,
I think